Hey, what's up? It's your boy, TheKaneologist, and this video is going to be more of a philosophical video. Nothing too crazy, but this one is pushing through fatigue. Fatigue is something that is a very, I guess I wouldn't say controversial topic, but it's a topic that everyone kind of handles differently. So, for example, right now, if we look at the screen, it is 12:20 in the morning. 12:40. And we're currently in Toronto, so this is Eastern Standard Time. But basically what this is, what I'm trying to get at is you need to push through fatigue. So I just finished doing the Leetcode at around 12 a.m. I'm fucking tired. I don't want to do it. Like, there's a million excuses to not do this Leetcode. Even though I'm fucking exhausted, I can barely even read the question, right? But I'm still going to try and attempt it. I'm still going to take a whiteboard and try and draw up what I think my solution is. I'm still going to try and code it out and struggle with it for 20 minutes to half an hour to 40 minutes. And then if I still don't get it, I'll chat GPT it and then try to understand the solution. And I do this with you guys because of one thing. Right, with this field of programming, right? If you're in the field of programming specifically compared to these other engineering disciplines, this is a field that's always changing, it's always growing, and you can never be stagnant in this field. This is the only thing, right? It doesn't matter if you're good, it doesn't matter if you're bad, it doesn't matter if you have 10 projects or 1 project or 0 projects, right? You can never be static. You always have to be moving. You always have to be changing, adapting, and putting in that time. So what does this mean, right? What does this mean in terms of steps to take, right? So do something is the starting point. So build some momentum through either building a project, doing Leetcodes, doing anything where you're typing for at least 50 minutes a day and you're learning some sort of concept, you're applying some sort of concept in your mind. The second thing is, by pushing through this fatigue, you're training yourself to be consistent in the times where you're least productive. So if you're able to perform when you're least productive and still get some sort of an output, right? We're still getting some sort of solution in our Leetcode. It's not perfect. We're getting some sort of exposure, drawing on the whiteboard. In our sleepy state, where like our eyes are closing, we're like dozing off, and like if you look at some of my Leetcodes, I literally fall asleep on camera. I'm like for like 10 minutes, and then I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh shit, I was still doing this question, right? So when you do that, and you keep doing that, and you keep doing that, and you keep doing that, you kind of cement it in your brain that you're going to make progress no matter what. So that means even on your worst day, you're still making progress. That means like on your best day, you're going to be crushing it. You're going to be doing like maybe 3 or 4 Leetcodes a day, right? Forget one. Right, so that's just my mantra with self-improvement, and in this space specifically with software development. It's like, if you can push through your fatigue, that means like you're basically saying, I can perform on my worst day. And if you can perform on your worst day, like every single other day, you're going to be crushing it because you're still outputting on your worst. So yeah, take that, do what you will with that. This is not a motivational speech. It's just what I've observed over time. Because like I'll even admit it. There was a time where I couldn't even write a for loop. Like back in 2018 or something. Back when I was still in electrical engineering and they made us take programming classes, intro to like C++. I was like overwhelmed by the whole thing. Like, they had this question where you had to loop through all these elements and then figure out like which one was the biggest. I literally hard coded every line because I didn't know how to do a loop. So I did like a 250 line solution where you would have only needed to do a one like 3-line loop and then just end the loop at that specific spot. And that's just me not knowing at the time. But because I stuck with it all these little times, these little iterations, these little LeetCodes, a little bit of code here, a little bit of projects here, a little bit of open source here, a little bit of contributions here, a little bit of closed source, helping friends with projects, these little wins stack. And now I have like over a dozen of my own personal projects. I have open source contributions. I've helped people migrate their entire architecture on the front end. I've landed a software developer role. That's just because of this consistency. You just keep being consistent, just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more every single day. And every little iteration, every little time you push past this fatigue, you're cementing your ability to not only retain your knowledge, but gain skills, gain performance, gain good habits of always executing when you say you're going to execute. And that is what it takes. This is what it takes. So like, once again, it's fucking 12:45. It's about a 5-6 minute video so far. But you can apply this to anything. Like if you could just push past that little shitty feeling of fuck, I just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep. I'm tired. If you could just push past that just for a little bit, and that's why I have this fucking Red Bull. Even though I'm most likely gonna sleep in the next half an hour, like I'm gonna make sure I do what the fuck I say I'm gonna do, right? And then by doing that over time, it's not gonna be a month, but like over a year and a half, just like studying at night and doing all these little fatigue exercises, I was able to switch fields. And if I can do it, anyone can, bro. Like any fucking person can. So yeah, like take this and off to the races. Happy coding.